What have you learned about your team so far?
I've learned what the other three schools in this tournament in Vegas have learned, and that is we're all capable of great things. So we play Virginia, and then you got UCLA and Illinois, and all three teams have put up big numbers. Offensively looked really good, and now it's time to raise the competition a little bit and just see where we're at and what we're made of. We really scored offensively, scored 117 in the first game. We're working on that defense and rebounding, and as that comes along, we should be pretty good.
Coach, you mentioned raising the competition. As you look nationally, there have been some marquee non-conference matchups. You had Gonzaga losing a big one at Texas. So how much do you try to avoid reading into some of these early results, and how do you keep your team from getting too high or too low?
That's a great question. I like that. So right now it's a race to the finish line, and doesn't matter if you're ahead or behind. It's all the process of getting better each and every day. And if you're not getting better, you're not going to be where you want to be at the end of the year. So the net and the NCAA have done a great job in allowing us to play quality competition and not punishing us for not having maybe the win totals we would have by not playing such a competitive schedule. So like this year, you got a great tournament in Vegas. And it's 4 top 20 teams. Could be all Final Four, Sweet 16 type teams. But then we play Gonzaga, and Gonzaga had a great win over Michigan State. They lost at Texas. We know Coach Few, and they got a great program. So that'll be a great game for us. We also play Arkansas in the SEC Challenge. We play Marquette in the Big East Challenge. We play Washington State in the semi-Pac-12, Big 12 Challenge. So a lot of quality non-conference games to get you ready for the Big 12 season.
All right, Scott, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. You guys take on Virginia in the first round of the Continental Tire main event this weekend. So we all know about Virginia's defense over the last couple of years or so. What makes it so tough game planning for this team?
Well, their style's different, and you look at it in the last 10 years, they've won 7 championships in the ACC. Duke's won 3, and North Carolina's won 4 when you combine conference and conference tournaments. So their ability to make you work on both ends of the court, and Coach Bennett's a tremendous coach and obviously a national champion. So good family friend, so I'm always cheering for him. Won't be cheering for him this Friday, though, I can promise you that. By the way, I think you're wearing green. You look good in green, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott.
All right, Scott. Well, we know that you are in Vegas to play a little basketball. We caught up with our guy, Jeff Goodman. We know you guys are friends. And we tried to get some dirt, but he didn't give us much. But he did want us to ask you, are you going to be at the blackjack table with him playing some blackjack?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I got a lot of game film and prep to watch. I think him and Talia, his daughter, are going to be at the blackjack table. Hopefully they win enough money for all of us. But there is a reason why Vegas is able to afford all these nice things. Not a lot of people go to the tables and win, right? So anyway, Jeff does a tremendous job. Great friend. What I love about him is he really promotes college basketball, and we think our sport is tremendous. It tells stories of each and every year. It never disappoints with the great student athletes we're able to brag about and talk about. And you guys know, you've been there, done that. So excited for another great year of basketball.
I guess Jeff coaching some games is a valid excuse to not meet that.
Yeah, it'll help out the pockets for sure.
Yeah.
Jeff Goodman is one of the great ones. But, you know, over the last few years, COVID has impacted all of us in pretty profound ways. And I know we're tired of talking about it, but there is one question that I do have to ask is, how happy are you that you don't have to wear a suit on the sidelines anymore because of the pandemic?
Well, very happy because I don't think any of my suits fit anymore. So, and I don't want to take them all in and get them resized. So, actually, the last time we were in Vegas, our team was here and I wasn't because I had COVID. And we pulled up last night and I was like, so where do we go? And they're like, oh, Coach, we've all been here. You don't know where you're. Yeah, that's right. You had COVID. So anyway, I'm excited to be in Vegas, excited to not have to wear suits. And one thing I love to eat, and there's always great food in Vegas.